She departed out of Townsville, Australia on July 29th, and after passing through Hydrographer's Pass, bound for the Solomon Islands, she crossed 900 miles of the Coral Sea, making her first landfall on August 8th on Rennell Island. Once considered to be the North Queensland capital if they ever divided the state. Our purpose for being here was to stock up on our duty-free goods and prepare our ocean meals, as well as fix some last-minute pieces of equipment. We never missed a Sunday morning pancake breakfast, which happened to be Michael's specialty, and was also required for all the running around we were going to do in this hot, sleepy little town. Preparing the ocean-going meals was quite a job. We had to plan each meal in advance, how many days we needed and how many ingredients we needed. We spent hours cooking and baking, and once the meals were prepared, we packed them in plastic takeaway containers and put them away in the freezer.
It'd probably be best if one person stayed aboard, love.
Once again, making a last-minute cake before we head out. Tomorrow it's decided we will depart Townsville and head off down through the Barrier Reef.
Tastes very good.
Planning involved here is a matter of charting out exactly what our distances are going to be, how long it will take us to get there. And as it was, we had to do an overnight passage down to the Whitsundays before we could attempt to go out Hydrographer's Pass. After being at sea about 14 hours so far, we're passing through the Whitsundays. Passing between some of these islands, there's such an incredible amount of current that it would cause these boiling pools and whirlpools as we pass through them. They had so much force in them that they actually moved the 30-odd tons of Sequest sideways. The Hydrographer's Pass actually lies another 85 miles off the coast of Queensland and is one of the entrances or exits out through the Great Barrier Reef.
Straight out of the sea.
Well, our first catch at sea was a couple of fine-looking fish.
And some form of mackerel. I don't know the exact name for it. Mackerel, yeah.
It took the two of them at least an hour to teach Mark how to fillet this fish and pack it away for the freezer. The cat, however, was totally unenthused with the event, and as it was, she will only eat frozen raw fish, and so we couldn't feed it to her fresh off the bone.
On the second side. Part 2.
Our first few days at sea were actually quite delightful. We were able to fly the Jenniker, and also known as an MPS, and had quite a nice way. The swell was quite slight at that point, but as we ventured further out to sea, the swell increased. Dad took a few sun sights on the way. However, they usually came out to within half a mile of our GPS coordinates, but it's always good to keep your hand in. About halfway out, we got to the point where we hit the 3-meter swells, and making a meal was truly a chore. And this is where our frozen meals came in handy. Was the only one that never missed a meal in the entire trip, and I wish I could say that for the rest of the crew. But at certain points, your body just did not want to consume a single thing. And I'm sure after this episode, Terry didn't feel like consuming a single thing. So as another day ends at sea, some of the nightly routines begin. The first of which is the daily communication with Kerry Kerry Radio in New Zealand. Michael would be contacted by him at the same time each evening, according to the sched, and at that point he would give his position, his direction, and the surrounding climate and conditions. This would provide our only link with the outside world while at sea, and also provide a safety factor in the fact that if John couldn't reach us, he would raise the alarm. 115-158-30. So as the sun dies, Mark bunks down in his usual position and wait till he's called for his next watch.
Hello, Todd. We're going to put some soap on.